Oh, Men in Black. That Men in Black, that movie, how the aliens would get angry if you stepped on the cockroaches. Because the cockroaches were actual other alien beings just in cockroach bodies. And so I've asked the Lord to show me exactly what these locusts are. Hasn't showed me yet. But yeah, you're looking at a locust invasion, and they're gonna torment the earth for 5 months before they're all completely destroyed. And so they're not going to be here too long. They are going to be destroyed. Have all kinds of plans for Satan and his kingdom here on earth. And we don't have much time to get busy in implementing and fulfilling these things, folks. The Lord uses people to implement his plans. Remember that. The Lord uses people. He's not just going to speak from the sky and things are going to appear or disappear. He uses people to bring about results. Any questions, just send them to the show, SherryTalkRadio@yahoo.com. Not really going to keep going on. I'm just, I get tired of talking. I get headaches. I get dehydrated. It's been a hard, busy week. The attack's definitely on. And so I just encourage everybody to read my Planet X article. You can go to SherryTalkRadio@yahoo.com. Click on the articles page, where my articles are, and look for Planet X Sedna and Tutatis, signs in the sky, the armies of the Antichrist, because that's exactly what we're dealing with. And I don't think, like I said, that these are little spy satellites falling out of the sky. I do believe that these are more or less alien ships that are going to start crashing to the earth. I've seen them crash before. And that's why I started wondering, is Orgone pulling these things out of the sky? Is Orgone causing ships to crash? And so, it's going to be interesting, folks. It's going to be interesting to see what exactly is going to start when. We know the things that are going to start eventually. It's just when. Another thing is, don't get so wrapped up in some of Bush's facade games about pushing this liquid gold juice, forcing people to drink it, starting a cleansing program in America, that you're not paying attention to the coming famine, because as soon as Maitreya is here, he is the horse rider, the famine horse, and he just exudes famine. Everything about him is famine. There's going to be a huge famine on the earth, and when people are so engrossed in other things, being distracted about the coming falling economy and everything else, they're not going to be prepared for the sudden famine that takes place. I mean, just imagine going to your store and the shelves are halfway empty. And you're thinking, oh, well, they're just, bad day, they need to restock, whatever, because we're not used to seeing that here in America. And then they never get restocked. They're just empty. Don't get taken surprised by the coming famine, especially when you hear about this Maitreya around. And he may change his name, folks. I've exposed him so much, and his name Maitreya, that he may change his name, but he can't change who he is and what he is. He's going to come as the Arab Messiah, and so that's his main role, to come as their Messiah. I don't think he's going to claim he's their Messiah. They're going to claim he's their Messiah. He's going to come as the Iranian Mahdi, and he's Arab. He's Arab looking. Going to wear the turban, going to have the whole apparel thing going, be probably barefoot. And then Jesus comes, and several months later, Jesus will no doubt come in September, wearing white apparel, barefoot, looking like he's the Son of God, because the churches have had his picture up on their churches for the past 2,000 years, since Michelangelo painted a picture of this Sananda, this general of Satan's. Michelangelo painted it up. Protestants put it in their churches, and they believe that's Jesus since. And so that's who's coming in the guise of Jesus, is this general, this Satan. General of Satan's named Sananda Asu, Sananda Emmanuel, because Sananda is a title. It's like Christ. It's a title like Christ, so it'll be like, he'll go by Sananda Emmanuel, that's his favorite, or Sananda Asu, E-S-U. He has different ones. The church will call him Jesus, because he looks like the Jesus they've seen. But he will come, and he's an effeminate being. He's homosexual or eunuch. I've seen both in the codes. He's just going to be a very effeminate being, because he's a demon. He's a demon. And they're all a bunch of effeminate beings. this whole Ashtar command. I have their pictures on my website at SherryTalkRadio when they don't hack them and take them down. Hack the links. You can see what they look like. I also have them at SherryShriner.com and the Watcher Files. I made my own graphic of the coming New World Order, and I have like mini pictures of the cast of characters that are coming. And this is some of them. OmegansAreLiars.com. I have a picture of the Saint Germain, along with this Jesus that's coming, and the Saint Germain will be the one leading the economic program. Because when Maitreya arrives, when he comes to power, he's going to take over CNN. He's going to take over global television, satellite TV around the world, and they're for days going to bore everybody to tears about their new program. How everything's ending the way we know it, and how they're going to institute this Nasera program, this beast economic program, and they're going to take days bringing in experts explaining what this new system's going to do, what it's going to be like. This is their plan. It's called the Day of Declaration. And I've seen that in the codes, folks, so it's a very vital possibility that they do this. And they would plan on possibly starting that on a Sabbath, which would be a Saturday, depending if they're going by the Lord's Sabbath on Saturday or the Talmud Sabbath Friday night. But they would start it on the weekend and then possibly have everybody given the days off during the week so that they could force basically to watch this ghastly, boring stuff. And I've warned about watching this Maitreya on TV because he's hypnotical. He'll hypnotize people. So do not watch him on television because he has this aura about this capability where he can hypnotize people and control their minds. And so if you feel like he's telepathically communicating to you, because they joke and boast about how they can telepathically communicate to mankind, just rebuke him in the name of Yahushua and ask the Lord to seal and block your mind from any communication from Satan and his mouthpieces. So that's one way to protect yourself from the coming charades that are coming. Just don't watch them to begin with. But if you're someplace where there's a TV on and this guy's on TV, get away from it. Rebuke him and ask the Lord to protect your mind. It's getting into some warfare, learning how to go into warfare against these evil beings that are coming to Earth. And so, like I've said, a coming blend of Talmud law and the age of Aquarius. I believe Maitreya will try his stint with Islam, pushing Islam on the world. And of course they're both going to correct everybody's woes, what the Christians have wrong, what the Muslims have wrong, what the Catholics have wrong, what everybody has wrong. They're going to have all the answers. They're going to have all the answers to push their religion on everybody else. And I say that sarcastically. Because they're just going to lead everybody straight to hell. The difference being with Obama and Hillary and Bush, they're doing it paid for by taxpayer money. And this Maitreya will just do it by outright force and conquering and overthrowing every nation in the world. And so that's what's coming up. That's what's on the horizon. We'll see if what's gonna start this year or not. Like I said, we could be in martial law this spring, this summer. I think we're going to find out by March what kind of year we're in, if we're actually just in 2008 or if we're actually in 2009. So it's just a wait-and-see kind of thing. In the meantime, start stocking up. Water, food, medicine, supplies, whatever. Because there is a famine coming. Anyway, that's what I'm going to get into tonight, folks. So until next week, God bless everybody.